Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. I'm with Eric Schubert from AFSCME and Dennis Giordano from PENNDOT. I actually have labor and management at a table, and they're not bargaining or negotiating anything with me, so I think I've been successful in the interview so far this morning. We've been talking here this morning, actually this afternoon, since this is a taped show, about the Workers' Memorial Service that is being held tonight for Worker Memorial Day. And you know, I wonder, as I was preparing for this show, I wonder how many people, other than your membership and the people that work with you, Dennis, actually know anything about Workers' Memorial Day.
They probably don't. You know, they know Memorial Day,
right.
But they don't think about a worker that has died out there, you know, in the line of duty, which our members have.
How about injuries? We've talked about fatalities, and every fatality is a tragedy, obviously, but you can have some very serious injuries for workers on our highways and state routes and interstates. What can you tell us, Eric or Dennis, about just the injuries that occur?
That's a good question. Last year, statistics showed from 2009, there was a total of 1,538 crashes in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, resulting in 10,055 injuries. You know, as we all know, Jerry, injuries have a devastating economic impact not only on the organization, but also on the local economy. When somebody's injured, they can't go to the movies. They can't buy groceries, and they can't basically enjoy the normal aspects of life that we all that are uninjured are able to do. So I think Eric made a very good point earlier that we do have very active safety committees, that we take seriously, very much seriously, the aspect of safety within the Commonwealth. Unfortunately, we do some things to reach out to our customers, and hopefully those efforts are come upon not deaf ears, and people learn to slow down in the work zones and stay focused on what's going on.
Guys, let me ask.
And you're thinking about, you know, what Dennis was saying about the safety issues. You know, public employees aren't covered under OSHA. There's 8 million public employees across the country that is not covered by OSHA. I mean, that's I don't even know the words to say about that. That is not even moral. But there's 8 million public employees that are not covered under OSHA. So, I mean, we have to change them. We have to change them laws to protect our employees. You know, unions are out there to, you know, you say get stable health care benefits and a stable job, in which we also can negotiate in our contracts to, you know, have safety committees and sort of things like that. But public employees are not covered by OSHA, and that's just wrong.
Dennis, you said that you have very active safety committees.
Yes.
What are your safety committees discussing?
Usually, Jerry, the safety committees discuss issues that are pertinent to the local areas. For example, the issues in Lackawanna County would be discussed there. On a more global perspective, our district safety committee, which comprises of members not only of management and district employees, but also people from the counties, discuss things on a more larger level. We like to go over accidents. We like to talk about accidents that occurred and take a real hard look at how do we prevent them in the future. That's one of the things that we struggle with here in the department is personal injuries and vehicle accidents. And I think the reason for that is our people in Eric's membership are asked to go out and do our job in the most absolute worst conditions. Where yourself or some of our customers would stay home, our people are out there working in it. So they're exposed to very adverse conditions. And the safety committees are very active. Management is very interested in their input, and we try to make as many adjustments as we can to keep our workers safe.
Eric, are you aware of any of the suggestions or recommendations made by the safety committees actually being put into practice?
Oh yeah, there's many things that we have, like you know, they have a bucket truck. I'm not a bucket truck, a cone truck that came through one of our panels for the suggestion connection at that one time. There's a platform for the cone trucks, and that was implemented between union and management to come up with a safer way how we pick up cones on the interstates and that. So that's just one of many things that come through that safety committee. And it is represented by union members as long as management too,
Right.
To bring out the issues that Dennis was saying. If there's an accident during that weekend, or they're plowing on the interstate and they heard there was a different accident, they try to reenact that at that time to make it safer for the long run for both management and union.
Now, I want to bring us back a little bit to the purpose of today being Workers' Memorial Day, and get your inputs in as well. Do you see an expansion of this commemoration? Maybe not to the point where it becomes a national holiday, but where more people become involved.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. And I mean, this is a vigil, and that's why we wanted to bring it back there, to remember our members on that board, on that monument, that you're not forgotten. And the more we can be safer, the better the workplace is going to be. To make the public aware that, you know, we have families to go home to. And I think I said this last time we were here. You know, we have families to go home to. You know, be respectful, make the public aware of what our jobs is, and make it safer so we can go home to our families.
Now, I've mentioned to our audience here this morning that you are the representative from AFSCME, which is, as you said, mostly the public employees, the county, federal, and state employees. Tonight's commemoration, is that going to be incorporating any of the other local unions that we have here, for instance, the electric workers, the construction trades?
Well, we didn't reach out to those, and we just reached out to our other locals that are affiliated with AFSCME.
Okay.
There may be other, you know, people that don't work through PENNDOT, but it's mostly all PENNDOT workers. That all of our locals, you know, the 6 counties, Lackawanna, Luzerne, Wayne, Pike, Susquehanna, and Wyoming. That's what mainly will be there, because that's part of District 4.
Now, Dennis, just to sort of conclude this segment, I wanted to ask you this. I think it was Eric that told me even last year that the memorial that is in place now is a joint effort between management and labor. What was management's motivation for taking part in commemorating this through a memorial?
That's a good question. Our motivation was, Jerry, the fact that we wanted to do as much as labor did as it relates to commemorating our people. They worked for us. They were, although we were not union brothers, they are our employees. And we are all one large PENNDOT family. And we did bake sales, we did donations, we did everything we could possibly do to come up with the funds to help match the AFSCME funds. And it was a joint effort, and it was a very, very successful joint effort that we got together for the good cause of our employees. And we'll look forward to seeing you later at the memorial. Once you do get there, it's a very beautiful stone, and it's set around a beautiful setting that we made sure that we keep pristine from this day forward.
We're going to take our final break here, and when we come back, we're going to wrap things up with Eric Schubert and Dennis Giordano about Workers' Memorial Day. So please join us on You Be the Judge.